The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball, your host of the Scholastic Ball Report. As always, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week boys baseball team from Sayre High School, Coach Kevin Clary is in, three-time district champion. From Nicholasville, we have a Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week with some great sports action down as we head down 27. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete, Logan Busen, a basketball and football player from Frederick Douglass High School on Winchester Road. The UK Healthcare Sports Medicine Athletic Trainer is Rob Ullery from Nicholas County High School. He's going to tell us about the Comeback Athletes of the Year. But we know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We happen to have them. With Game Time, Brian Mallum, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Goff.
Down at Rupp Arena in the KHSAA Boys Sweet 16, Magoffin County and Great Crossing both in their first quarterfinal appearance, trying to punch a ticket into the semis. Junius Brunel with the lob slam dunk from Jeremiah Godfrey. Warhawks get out to a 23-6 lead. Magoffin had trouble scoring early, but Ethan Slayer still working, cuts the baseline for a tough finish. It was 31-8 Great Crossing after a quarter. Great Crossing had 4 players finish in double figures, including this guy, Malachi Moreno. Great Crossing moving on. They win it handily, 83-48.
We ask them to come in and have a mature effort because, it's a long, we're hoping to obviously play 2 more times. So it was great for us to get that lead we did. So I could, I think they spent the last 11 minutes or so, 13 minutes on the bench. So I think that hopefully that'll help us tomorrow.
Future Kentucky Wildcat Travis Perry in Lyon County versus Adair County for a chance to play in the semis. They'll face Great Crossing second quarter. Perry's shot no good. Brady's shoulders on cleanup. He'd finished with a double-double, 18 points, 13 boards. 12 seconds to go in the first half. Lions gets it to Perry. Last second three, good. Perry had a game-high 21 points on the day. Third off a tip ball, Lane Grant steps up for 3. It'll go. But Lyon County takes it 80-65 to keep on dancing.
We have a lot of basketball fans in Magoffin County, just like we do across the state. We have people that are in their 70s and 80s that remember those moments that were almost, but not quite.
Many people in the community actually thought that they'd never see the day that a boys team would make it to the state tournament.
I said I was the best player to ever put on a Magoffin County uniform, and I stand by that firmly.
Yeah, I've said it for a while. I feel like we were top 2 in the region. We're hard to beat.
You're talking about seeing a basketball team come up when you get ready for tournament. You hope you're playing with confidence on that. You hope you're playing loose with great poise. Those kids brought in, and I'll tell you what, it was really such a pleasure to watch them play.
My daughter was in the fan section right beside of me, and she said the kids couldn't believe that the judge executive was jumping straight up and down and yelling at the refs and doing all those things.
When you look through the crowd, you saw generations of people that have been longing for this moment. There was a caravan of fans and buses that led the team actually from Prestonsburg all the way back to Sayresville.
It proves that Magoffin County is a very tight-knit community. We fight amongst ourselves like all communities do, but when we're together, we're together. We all wear blue and white when we go to the Rupp Arena, but we'll be maroon and white come next week.
You think those Hornets can sting a few more? Oh, yeah. We're going to go down to Rupp. We're going to go down and have fun. We're not going down just to play. We're going down to win.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week that the Sayre boys baseball team We're in with baseball coach Kevin Clary and two of his outstanding players. Welcome into the show, Coach.
Thank you for having us. We're blessed to be here. We're excited.
Well, you've just begun the 2024 baseball season. It has to be exciting for you. Have you set goals for the Sayre team this year?
Absolutely. Our goal is to win the 11th region baseball championship. We're coming off 3 straight 42nd district championships, which is, to my knowledge, hadn't happened in a long, long time. So we're very proud of that accomplishment, and we want to go for number 4. And then our next goal would be to win the 11th region championship. Last year, we also won the All-A-State championship.
Well, Coach, if you don't mind, introduce your outstanding players with us here today and tell us a little bit about them, what they play for you, Sayre.
Okay. To my left here is Charlie Slayball. He bats leadoff for us. He plays center field. He also pitches. He'll be captain of our team for sure this year. He leads by example on a daily basis. He's an epitome of what a student athlete is. And I couldn't be prouder of Charlie. And to my right here is Walt Coles. He's a senior. He's a right-handed pitcher, an outfielder, and he also plays a little bit of first base. Very versatile young man, and he fills in wherever we need him.
Well, Chase, we'll start with him. You're very busy at Sayre. You play just about every sport and, playing more than one sport there. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite, it's hard to say. I mean, I think you asked me in the fall and I'd tell you football in a heartbeat, but right now I'm focused on baseball and I think that's what I have the most fun doing.
He better say baseball.
Yeah. You're part of a core of students there at Sayre that have elevated the sports picture. You guys have upped the game. What does that mean to you, knowing that you've set a good precedent there at Sayre?
Well, I think that whole movement started with Coach Pennington bringing the football team, and he brought a few athletes in, and they set the example with weightlifting programs all year and upgrades to the facilities and all of that. So I think with our group following in that, and we're the first group who's got to experience it for our whole tenure, I think that's made a huge help for us, and I think it's fun to know that we're setting the tone for a new sports powerhouse in Lexington.
Do you have a favorite sport memory at Sayre, a game that really sticks out or something like that?
I think our first district championship, we were the first team in Sayre history in any sport to win a district championship, and we did it on our home field, beating Douglas that year despite them having a lot more of a athletic, dominant-looking team. I think it was a fun little underdog victory, and it meant a lot to me. So that's probably my favorite moment.
Yeah, I always like to win as the underdog. Everybody likes the underdog. Do you have college plans to play in college?
Yes, sir. So I last winter committed to Columbia University to play baseball, and it's up in New York City.
Outstanding. Walt Coase, talk about involved in playing baseball, Walt.
Yeah, I mean, you're training year-round. Even while you're playing a different sport at Sayre, you're encouraged to practice with workouts and at the field outside of season. So I think it's a really intensive, but it gets you ready for the season, and you're not feel overwhelmed once practice starts.
What would you say you work on the most when you're at practice?
I think it's a combination of a lot of different things. I think we're working a lot on the fundamentals. Coach Clary always preaches he wants us to be prepared for everything in the game. So I think it's not only like offensive oriented, but also like detail oriented, and working on bunt defenses, first and third plays, and also picks for pitchers. So.
And what's the strongest part of your game?
I think probably just like, I wouldn't say it's a specific attribute, but just like my mindset and just trying to like stay confident and believe in me and also the guys around me.
Well, thank you, Coach Clary, Charlie, and Walt for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to a great season.
Yeah, I do too. I look for a great season out of you guys. Thank you, Coach Clary, Charlie, and Walt for being on the show today. That's it for the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week. We'll be right back with more after this. Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. He's Logan Busen, a boys basketball player and football player, a junior from Frederick Douglass High School. Welcome into the show, Logan.
Thank you for having me first and foremost, but I'm excited for the interview.
Talk about your family and who influenced you the most to play sports there.
I'm the youngest of three boys. I have two older brothers who both played football at Lexington Catholic, and my mom and my dad who are great parents. And I think my dad is the one who really pushed me to be great in sports. He put me into sports at a young age at like 4 or 5, and I've just been playing them ever since.
And what position or positions do you play in basketball and in football?
In basketball, I'm more of like a power forward, enforcer type player. In football, I play linebacker.
Linebacker, so that's a good position too. You get a lot of action there at linebacker.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel your skills contribute to the basketball team and or to the football team?
The basketball team, I mean, we don't have a lot of size. We have a lot of athleticism. So just somebody who will body up their biggest guy and make it tough on him all night. And in football, I think I'm really important to the team because I'm very smart and I mean, I just build a connection with my teammates and it helps the overall team.
Now we're going to talk about your academic accomplishments because they're just as good as your athletic ones. You're a good student with a GPA of 4.56 weighted GPA. What's your favorite academic area or subject?
I'm more of a math guy. Yes, sir.
Talk about the discipline it takes to balance basketball and football with your classwork.
It definitely takes a lot of discipline. It's really just all about time management and getting things done. Just after practice, going home and doing homework instead of just watching TV or being on your phone all night. And it's important to have a lot of sleep during that because there will be long and stressful hours.
You're also an ambassador for Frederick Douglass High School. Wow, that's impressive. What activities go along with the ambassadorship with that honor?
We just do whatever we can to help out the school. We'll do activities in the school. We'll do activities to help the community with community service, and we just go around the school and help the school.
And you said you will play football in college, so I know you have plans. You have several offers. Any early preference or your course of study in college?
I have no preference right now. I'm a junior, so I'm still fumbling the offers right now and hope to get more in the future. But my preference academically will probably do something with business, but I'm not 100% on that yet, but something to do with e-com or business management.
Well, thank you for the interview, Logan. It was outstanding, and thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
That's Logan Busen, the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week from Frederick Douglass High School. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
For our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week, we go to the KHSAA Boys Sweet 16 quarterfinal round at Rupp Arena. Great crossing in Magoffin County, both in their first appearance. First quarter, Junius Burrell throws up the lob and Jeremiah Godfrey throws down the slam dunk. Great crossing, goes on to win 83-48 to advance. That's your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report for the UK Healthcare Sports Medicine Athletic Training Tips. Today we have athletic trainer Rob Ullery from Nicholas County High School. Welcome in, Rob.
Thanks, Gary. It's always a pleasure to join you guys.
Rob, we're going to talk about the National Athletic Training Month. How important is that to you in UK sports medicine?
Well, it's an opportunity for all of our schools and all of our people, all of our administrators to basically thank the athletic trainers for all they do. Our athletic trainers are, as a profession, we like to stay behind the scenes, work in the shadows of things like that. And for the month of March, it's a time where we can actually come out of the shadows, quote unquote, and be appreciated for everything that we provide to all of our student athletes and all of our patients.
That's good stuff. Let's go to the boys and girls comeback athlete of the year. You name one of those every year. Tell us about that whole selection process and who the winners are this year.
Sure. We have a selection process that begins in November, December, that's put out through the KHSAA. This is a partnership between UK Sports Medicine and the KHSAA. And we receive nominations throughout the month of October, November, December, and January. And I have a committee of 6 athletic trainers throughout the state of Kentucky that looks at these nominations and rates them 1 through, they give me their top 3 picks. And then I tabulate those picks and find out a winner. We have anywhere between 60 and 75 nominations every year. And we've had some great winners over the past 6 or 7 years since we've created this award. And this award is handed out at the state championship game. The girls is handed out at the girls state championship game at half court at halftime, and the boys is handed out at half court of the boys state championship. So it's a great honor to be recognized in Rupp Arena for these student athletes and to basically thank them for everything they've been through and to come back and to show their resiliency to come back from an injury or an illness or a condition.
And who was selected this year?
So the girls winner was none other than Katie Schweitzer. She is a Nicholas County athlete. She is a 7-sport athlete, if you can believe that. She plays golf, volleyball, girls basketball. She plays tennis in the spring. She played softball. She plays, if it's a sport, she does it at Nicholas County.
Wow.
And she was born without a lower leg on her right leg from the knee down. And you would never realize that she has a prosthetic on her right leg. She moves like any other student athlete. And she is a great example of someone that has overcome a lot.
And the boys' winner was?
The boys' winner was a young man by the name of Ethan Hampton. He was a Paul Lawrence Dunbar football player. He was nominated by Wes Johnson, the football coach. Ethan, unfortunately, had a very severe injury this past fall in football where he was hit and he damaged part of the nerves in his neck and was paralyzed on one side of his body and was really touch and go whether he was ever going to be able to walk again. And Coach Johnson expressed in his paragraph or his nomination that Ethan never missed a day of practice. He came out to practice on crutches, and he was a great inspiration for the other teammates to continue on and to become a better teammate. It was through this trait of his character and leadership that was displayed of what a great person that Ethan really is. And it was a great honor to recognize him as our Comeback Athlete of the Year award winner.
Yeah, those are certainly 2 great young ladies and men winning those awards. And well, thank you, Rob, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Thanks, Gary.
Harlan County and Campbell County in Game 3 of the day. The Camels would open the second half on a 13-4 scoring run. Xavier Brock Sorgenfrey knocks down the 3. He had a team-high 17 points. 30 seconds left in the game. Black Bears down 3. Maddox Huff to Trent Noah, 3-pointer. Ties the game at 69, sends it to overtime. Hit a whopping 48 points on the night. Reggie Cottrell alone, right wing. He sinks it. HC would make 11 free throws in their 85-71 come from behind wins.
Well, that's the show for this week. Special thanks to our Scholastic Ball Report team. Press Spin's King of Stream, William Warfield. Joel Clace, our director, WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. The WKYT sports staff, Brian Malum, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Goff. Well, that's our show for this week. Don't forget to tune in next week for another great show of high school sports. And remember, for those you see and those you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by
Mingy Beef Jerky,
P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.